My long-awaited book, Astrology Realized, is finally available and waiting for you at Amazon and other online retailers. Get one for you, your loved one, or as a gift, all part of your fabulous journey to understanding astrology. Enjoy. Hello, fabulous friends and fans. I am your host, Nadiya Shah, and this is Synchronicity, and this is your moment of synchronicity. I'm here with Adrian Duncan, who is, among other things, the author of Astrology, Transformation, and Empowerment. Welcome, Adrian.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. So tell me about the connection between, because I've been hearing rave reviews about your book and I can't wait to read it. Tell me about the connection between astrology and how it facilitates transformation and how it facilitates empowerment.
Yeah. And I use those words, transformation and empowerment, for two particular reasons. If you're looking at a horoscope, there's difficult things and there's great things in the horoscope. And the great things in the horoscope are really underestimated. The great things are the good aspects when you have planets harmoniously relating to each other. And if you try and describe these aspects to people, they don't relate to them very well. It's like when you try and tell somebody how good they are, they don't really believe it. But the book explores really detailed techniques for evoking, and this is the empowerment process, evoking an incredibly strong sensory sensation of what is fantastic about you. It is so moving and strong when people discover the gifts, really, the gifts they have. It's unique. It's not very often that astrologers focus on the good things. It's very easy to focus on the difficult things because people relate easier to the more difficult things. But if you focus on the difficult things for too long, so to speak, people can get a bit negative, because it's hard. But the transformation is focusing on the difficult things and exploring consultation techniques which bring people to the core experience, which is, or you could call it the genetic or the karmic source of the troubles that they've got and the behavior they've developed to handle that trouble and the consequences that behavior has for their relationships. It explores this chain of events and leads people back to the kind of source energy, which is transformative in itself. So that's the empowerment and transformation side of the book.
So you mentioned just now karma and the karmic sources. How does karma reveal itself in the astrological chart?
Well, I hardly ever mention karma when I'm doing a consultation. I might if there's sort of a strong retrograde planets and stuff like that. It might help people, but I normally don't think it's going to be so helpful for people to think about karma. Everything is karma. Everything is a consequence of actions. But the point is, when you're born, the horoscope is there, and you are going to develop according to that horoscope. And you can call it genetics for as far as I'm concerned. I'm not interested in a previous life normally. I'm just interested in how you're dealing with the energy of this life and that you're not creating a more difficult karma for the future. So for me, karma is only important, I suppose it's important in many ways, but just not to create more difficulties for yourself in the future is important.
So you've mentioned a few times about what is useful to the person that you are consulting with, what isn't. What responsibility do you think that we have as astrologers when we are, on the one hand, whether we're consulting or even when we're writing and reaching people with our work through writing? What do you think the responsibilities are, the ethics are?
Yeah. Well, the responsibility is 100% towards the client. So your responsibility is to tune in to the needs of the client, to put aside your own preconceptions, even the astrological preconceptions, and let the client speak their chart and relate or mirror that so that you kind of, in my opinion, create a sort of interpersonal meeting where their consciousness and your consciousness meets right at the center. That's where things happen. It's a state of oneness, in fact, which is that's the best mode of action, I think, for helping people. And your responsibility is to help people, right?
Is there anything else that you would like to say about your work, about your book, about anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I love doing consultations, and my book is actually probably the thing I'm most proud of. I have a website called astrowow.com. You can get so much there for nothing. Fabulous, personal horoscope and interpretations of it and everything. I'm quite proud of that. I have reports that I've written, which you can get in 5 minutes delivered to you. But I'd just like to say the last thing about my book. I think the thing that I'm most grateful for in connection with the book is the first part of the book, which is a result of my study of Buddhism, really, and it's the philosophical view behind astrology. Why does it work, and if so, why? And all my therapeutic interest is based on this perception, the perception that people have of reality, their meeting of consciousness with the world outside. And is that perception real or is it not real? And there's a sort of deep spiritual lesson about that. Is astrology the truth, or is it not the truth? And my view is that there's no truth, really, but there are systems that help you understand in an ecological way your life, and that astrology is one of the best systems for that.
I love that. I know that a lot of astrologers out there, myself included, can be very philosophically minded. We like to get to the root cause of things, and I think that you put that together so well, and you expressed that so well just now. Thank you so much for being here, Adrian.
It's a real pleasure.
And thank you so much for being here to celebrate Adrian Duncan with me. Until we connect again, take care.